Glad you're here with us this morning. It's Friday, it's May the 15th, and Emily will have all the details on the long weekend forecast that's just ahead. But first, let's take a look at the roads. Things are still in great shape as we travel up to Barrie on the 400. So Emily, I'm going to say we are off to a really good start in terms of traffic, but the weather, will it cooperate? And so far, so good this morning. I'm expecting things to be a little bit lighter as people will probably take off more at around 11, 12 o'clock and head up to the cottage. Looking pretty quiet so far. So overall, Emily, I'm saying it's a great morning out there to get out and drive, and dry too.
Rachel, what's going on in traffic? I'm assuming it's probably a lot lighter this morning.
You got it, Emily. It is a lot lighter this morning. I'm thinking everybody took an extra long weekend and they're going to start to head up to the cottage in the afternoon. So right now we're dealing with great conditions. And it is so light on the Gardiner this morning. And Emily, right now the conditions are dry, but I know that's going to change. Good. Thanks for watching the Weather Network. It's Friday, it's May the 15th, and it's the start to the first unofficial long weekend of the summer. Emily Vukovic will have all of your weather details, but first let's get into the drive. It's all good news, according to this here. The screen, we are not seeing any delays. Now, Emily, I know right now the conditions are dry, easy for travel, but that could change within the next few hours or so. So far, the drive is looking pretty good. Building as usual to even slightly less than usual. I think a lot of people are taking the long weekend and making it a little longer, taking today off too. Probably the best drive on the Gardiner I've seen all week in your eastbound lanes. Stay with us. Kevin Yard joins the show next. Don't go anywhere. Well, the long weekend traffic, it has already begun. It is only 6:36 a.m. and the northbound 400 is looking a little slow. I'll tell you exactly where coming up. And Kevin there is just along the 400, and you know what? It has to be a long weekend because it's only 6:46 a.m. Overall, the drive is looking good within the GTA, but Emily, if you're trying to escape, you're going to get trapped pretty soon.
Trapped and a little damp. We've got rain on the way throughout the day today.
Well, you know what, Kevin? We have seen quite a bit of volume on the northbound 400. The other routes, I'm finding it a little bit lighter, but looking like, Emily, look at that. It's almost empty out there on the eastbound Gardiner. It's pretty good this morning.
Yeah, I don't think those, well, except for the people that are going to, are the ones that are driving, being like, why am I driving? Why am I doing this?
Well, Emily, it must be the long weekend. We are seeing quite a bit of volume on the northbound 400. Yes, some extra people out there, but also a construction delay. I'll tell you where the slow spots are coming up. Well, earlier we were looking at a very busy drive on the northbound 400, little bit of extra volume, people heading north, plus the construction. The good news is they have wrapped up that construction. Stay with us. Kevin Yard is joining the show next. So far, we're looking pretty good this morning. That construction on the northbound 400, that has wrapped up. Thank goodness. You'll find some of the slowest routes right now on the eastbound 401 through Mississauga and through the 427. Full traffic report next. Well, a little lighter in some places, and then in others, it's just building as normal. So let's get into this traffic report right now. We'll head over to our Beat the Traffic system, and I'll show you some delays on the eastbound 401. You will find on and off delays from around Kipling over towards Spadina, I would say. Dry conditions now, Emily, but the rain, I know it's in the forecast.
Yeah, we've got showers moving in throughout the day today.
Well, Emily will have those details in a second, but first let's get into this traffic report here because now, unfortunately, we are looking at two new problems. All right, Emily, so Kevin was asking, when are we finally going to warm up? Because this morning, it's cool out there. We're looking at two issues right now. This one here is the westbound Gardiner at Islington and also a new crash on the northbound 427 at Rexdale. I will have your full traffic report just after this. Well, we are looking at two crashes now, and it's a slow drive as you're trying to get around them. Northbound on the 427, new crash at Rexdale. Stay with us because it's the OPP's safety blitz, and Kevin Yard is on the scene. We'll be checking in with him. Well, we are still looking at this crash on the northbound 427 at Rexdale and just finally cleaning up things on the Gardiner westbound at Islington. I'll have your full traffic report just after this break. Well, you know what? Things are still pretty good out there. We've cleared the crash on the 427 as well as on the Gardiner as well. So let's get into this right now. Now let's go outside to Kevin Yard. Kevin, earlier this morning they were doing some construction on the 400 and that had already slowed down the drive. And I know that safety, it's top of mind as people are heading out to the cottage.